Hello guys, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, we can discuss on some of the news related to finance, stock market. So let's get started without further ado. So first of the news is that RBI is working towards the virtual currency. Now virtual currency is something which is basically for which RBI is working for. Like there's a cryptocurrency, lots of cryptocurrency. In the same way, there is something they are working for is a central bank digital currency. That is something they are working for, and definitely they might bring it into the country. There are lots of laws for which they are working, lots of reforms, laws, regulations. They need to first of all fix, and then they will come with this particular kind of cryptocurrency. A really great thing, because what happens, there are only 4% of the people investing into the stock market, and the percentage of people investing in the cryptocurrency is like less than 1% or even 2%. Hardly it will be 2%. There are very less people investing into the cryptocurrency, and very less people who are genuinely seriously thinking cryptocurrency as an investment, because many people just invest it for fun and everything like that. Okay, so this is something cryptocurrency, the way the cryptocurrency acceptance and way the cryptocurrency working into other countries is not something which is happening. Like there's a cryptocurrency ATMs in the other countries, like in Europe and in some part of Europe and in the USA as well. In India, we do not have this kind of concept. The acceptance is still not came into India, and that is taking a bit of time. But I personally think this is something which will bring this kind of things into the news. But I personally think that if the government brings some reforms, some regulation, then these all things will be talked into the national TV channels. At the same time, it will be talked on different newspapers. Regional people will also know, and this will increase the awareness of the cryptocurrency, which is really important. So, they're definitely a great step, and definitely the reforms and regulations should come for the cryptocurrency, and at least people should talk about the cryptocurrency, because if we do not talk in the next 10 years, this particular thing will become a really huge thing, really big thing, and then we will miss that train. Okay, so definitely the need for talking about the cryptocurrency is really important. So definitely a great step. The second news is about from HUL, Hindustan Unilever. I don't think anyone here who have not used the Hindustan Unilever products. There are lots of products, from beauty to health to everything, to food to everything. There Hindustan Unilever have lots of FMCG products. Okay, now what is the news is the net profit of HUL has climbed by 9.6% in the quarter one. At the same time, there is a 12.7% growth in the sales. So that's really great news for the HUL. HUL is one of the kind of brand fundamentally really great stock. I personally think it is really great to do your research and invest. And if you think it's really great, this particular company, you can definitely invest into it, because the company is kind of great company. Okay, it's one of the old company into the country and kind of giant in FMCG. Okay. So third news is for Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto profit has kind of gone really down. Their revenue has fallen by 14%. Their EBITDA margins, EBITDA, all things have gone. Basically, their profits have gone down in comparison to the last quarter. So last quarter of January to March, their total profit was 1,332 crore, and in this quarter their total profit is 1,061 crore. At the same time, their sales has also gone down. Their sales in the last quarter was 534,000 units, which is 5,34,000 units, and in this particular quarter their sales is 3,57,000 units. So definitely their sales have also gone down in this quarter comparison to the previous quarter. And but the one great news is that exports has increased. The exports has increased from 6,36,000 to 6,49,000. So that is something which is a positive news for the Bajaj. Now one thing I want people to understand is many times what happens, the company's comparison is done YOY. Now YOY is basically comparing quarter one of 2021 to the quarter one of 2020. But this comparison is not really great, because in COVID-19 we all know in quarter one of 2020 the situation was really bad. Like look at that situation. The situation was really worse as comparison what it was today. So comparing the situation of the country of in 2021 quarter one to 2020 quarter one is not a really great thing. But and that's why many times you might read into the newspaper that इस company का profit 100 गुना बढ़ गया, इस company का profit 50% बढ़ गया YOY. This is a really kind of wrong news, especially for this particular year, because if you compare in the 2020 2021, it's totally null comparison, because the margins were quite low margins kind of give the good results, that's all. But that is not something which you expect. So that definitely a comparison in QOQ, at least for now, is a really great thing to do. It's really something which you need to do. Okay, so that is something I have told you that in terms of QOQ, their profit and their margins and everything has gone down. Okay, the next thing is from Bajaj Auto only. The Bajaj is a positive news for Bajaj Auto. That Bajaj Auto going to come up with a separate company or separate arm. Basically, they're going to set up a separate company or separate arm or team like that. For EV, which is electronic vehicles. So obviously, Bajaj Auto is one of the big player in this particular automobile sector. So let's see how Bajaj come up with this electric vehicles. So the next news is from the Vodafone Idea. Vodafone Idea has finally given the approval for 15,000 crore FDI, which is foreign direct investment from the Department of Telecommunication. Really great news, because this particular company is into a lot of debt. The debt is of 58,400 crore, which is a really lot amount basically. At the same time, they're going to raise 4,700 crore through sales of fixed broadband, optic fiber, optic node. I don't know what is optic node units are, and data centers. So they are going to sell lots of their assets, to generate the money. So that's something which is happening with the Vodafone Idea. Again, it was a big player before, but now because of the competition, because of lots of things, Vodafone Idea has gone really down, and they are into a deep struggle now. So next news is from the Airtel. Airtel is going to invest 3,500 crore in the next 3 years for setting up of data centers into the country. Now data centers are basically the information is stored into this particular data centers, or every information. Basically what happens, generally the data whatever comes is coming from the foreign server. So basically it comes to the Singapore server, and then it comes to mobiles. But now they're going to set up the local data centers on all the data of 5G, all the kind of internet data will be stored locally. These data centers will be set up in Mumbai and Pune. There are total of 8 data centers which are going to be set up. So that's really great news even for the country. At the same time, for the Airtel has been into this business, and they are really coming as a great competition for the Reliance. Even there was one deal with the Intel as well. Only there was one news that Airtel and Intel has kind of a partnership for the 5G. So definitely Airtel is coming really great. The next news is for the Airtel only. Airtel has increased the tariff for the enterprise users. So basically for the corporate users, they have increased the tariff, and because of which their ARP has also increased. The ARP which is average revenue per user has also increased. Now it is a really important step, because their ARP was really down, and because of which is average revenue per user, they are not getting a significant amount of revenue from every user, and because of which their revenue was going down. Now the revenue will also increase. At the same time, they also in the retail sector, they have increased the plan, which was 729. So the 729 or 719 family plan, postpaid family plan now have gone to 999. So 719 plan has gone to 999 rupees. So definitely some change in the revenue of postpaid plans has taken place. No worry for the users who are kind of retail users or who are not a postpaid user. So definitely this is not the news for them, but definitely this is news for the shareholders of the Airtel. Airtel is one of the big players in the telecommunication, and I personally feel one of the fundamentally really great company, and definitely worth of investing in. Okay. The next news is from the steel industry. There will be an incentive given of 6,322 crore, which is a PLI, and this will generate a lot of jobs. Like some of the statistics are, there will be 5,25,000 jobs generations. At the same time, 40,000 crore investment will be taking place into the steel sector. Definitely great news, and the aim of this particular scheme is to get basically 42 MT specialty steel production by 2027. So this particular scheme is kind of encouraging the production of the steel into the country, which is coming under the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme only, that they need to produce more into the country. And because of this scheme, we will save 2.5 lakh crore rupees. Because of exports, we give the extra 2.5 lakh crore rupees, we will save that. At the same time, there will be 5.5 MT import of steel which will take place. Now it is only 1.7 MT, so almost 3 to 4 times our export, 3 to 4 times our import of steel will also increase. At the same time, many people are bullish into the steel industry. We'll bring a separate video, we'll discuss about the steel industry specifically. So definitely we'll bring that particular video in which we'll analyze the steel industry. So the next news is from basically many of the big corporate companies and MNCs are kind of tightening their security, cyber security. So those people who don't know, there was a Pegasus software, and this is called as a Pegasus impact only. Basically what is happening, and the Pegasus software, kind of it is alleged that Pegasus software was used against people in their mobile phones, and their data was kind of taken. Lots of big leaders data was taken. Again, there is no kind of confirmation, so no comment on that, but this is what alleged by many people and alleged by many of the news outlets, many of the experts and many of the people. So that is because of that, many of the corporate companies are now tightening the security. Now what is happening, basically these companies now going to put a lot of, first of all, they will put a cyber security wall. The cyber security will be tightened. At the same time, the one also thing they're going to do is they're going to give they're going to give the top 15 executives a different mobile. That mobile, in that particular mobile, you can't download any other application, you can't do. This is called wholesale for the work purpose, and that any of the calls come into that particular mobile will first go through the cyber security wall. For example, if that particular call is scam, or if there is some security issue in that call, that particular call will not come. So basically it will go through the cyber security protection. That is something which is going to happen. News is from the UltraTech Cement. The UltraTech Cement have one of the articles which I was reading, that UltraTech Cement have a really great chance to go up. Basically lots of infrastructure activities are taking place, from healthcare infrastructure activities to lots of other kind of infrastructure activities like road infrastructure activities. Real estate is also getting a bit up. Because of all these infrastructure activities taking place into the country, the cement cement industry is something which might go up over the years. India is the second in terms of cement industry, just second. First is China, so India is second in this particular industry. So definitely UltraTech Cement is definitely going to get a lot of benefits. At the same time, there is an increase in the cost of raw materials, because of which this particular UltraTech Cement will get a really great benefit. So basically it was all about UltraTech Cement. Obviously their quarter result was also really great, almost 2 to 3% increase was also seen. So definitely UltraTech have a really great edge, and cement industry is something which also gets a good edge as well. This was all from this video. If you like the video, like it, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.